For consumers, there's basically two types of bankruptcy, Chapter 7 and Chapter 13. In Rhode Island, I believe it's a little more than about 92% of people who file bankruptcy file the more common form, which is known as a Chapter 7 or a Chapter 7 liquidation. And the whole idea is you're in a position where your monthly expenses so far exceed your income that you don't have the ability to get on any kind of payment plan to get current. So a Chapter 7 bankruptcy is best used by people who are trying to wipe out unsecured creditors and obligations like car repossessions or mortgage foreclosures, not really designed to help salvage a pending foreclosure, but for credit card obligations and medical bills, utility bills, things like that. Chapter 7 bankruptcy is most appropriate. You have to qualify for a Chapter 7 bankruptcy, and it's based on household income. And every state has their own statistics, but you have to figure that for your particular household size, it costs you a certain amount of money to house and feed and clothe the number of people that you live with. And so there's a budget. And for people trying to qualify for a Chapter 7 bankruptcy, so long as your combined household income doesn't exceed the average income for your household size, you'll qualify for a Chapter 7 bankruptcy. And it's done by actually looking at the 6 months worth of pay stubs that you earned prior to the month that you actually file your bankruptcy case. So it's an important thing for you to start gathering those records if you think a Chapter 7 bankruptcy is something that you may have to file. If you make substantially more than the average household of your family size, you may be left only with a Chapter 13 bankruptcy as an option, which is also still very good, but it's a repayment plan, and it's a fixed amount that you'll pay into the bankruptcy court every month for the next 5 years. Some plans can be a little bit shorter than 5 years, but most people are looking at a 5-year repayment plan. And the whole idea is this: even though you may not have the ability to repay all of your creditors the amount of money that they say you owe, at least a Chapter 13 gives you the ability to make partial payments, so that you're giving all of your creditors at least something. And at the end of the 5-year period, that bankruptcy will then wipe out what hasn't been paid. So a Chapter 13 bankruptcy is often employed by people who are trying to save their house from foreclosure, or people, once again, who are earning just a little bit too much money. They can't afford to pay it all back, but they can get on a repayment plan and pay what they can afford. So that's always a good option.